Hey scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I have a layout for Tracy Reed Designs, and it is the YouTube hop, so I will have in the description box below a link to everyone who is playing along. This is using the Story Foundation Destination collection. So it is June's new collection, and of course, as the name states, it is all about travel. So it's a great collection if you have summer travels or past summer travels that you want to document. You will definitely find something in this collection to use to document any of the places that you go. So I'm starting out with a piece of white cardstock. I did add some deep blue sea shimmers vibes, I think it is. Yes, let me pull it over. I added this to the background with just some packaging. And then I'm going to take some summer sky, and I have a stencil here. It is Mouse and Me, and it's like stars, a whole bunch of stars really. And I'm just going to add a little bit of stenciling to the background. I didn't do a printed background for this one. I do have a background paper that I'm going to mat it with, as you can see right here. But I didn't print a background for this page, but I figured I'm going to do this little bit of stenciling. Not a lot, just a little bit. And of course, I did not tape it down, so I can feel the stencil moving, so of course, because I don't do any of that. I'm going to try to not move the stencil. And I really don't have a plan for this page, so I might be putting this down and you watch. None of it will show because I'll end up covering it all up. But we will see. I'm hoping that you'll see some of it. But if not, you'll at least know that it is there hiding underneath all the pattern paper. But I'm just going to add a little bit more of this. And then I'm going to show you what my plan is. Or at least what I think my plan is. And then I'm going to go off camera and at least get the background stuck down. So just adding a little bit of stenciling here and there. Oh, see, I'm gonna have to cover that up because like I really moved the stencil really badly right there. Oh well, we'll plan to cover that up. Okay, so that is my background done, and I'm going to mat my whole layout on this plaid or check blue tone on tone plaid checkered paper. And then I have a whole bunch of ephemera, and I have a title, so I think I'm going to use the word memories. I might add travel memories, I'm not sure. And then I have a whole bunch of items, I think everything here except for this and the frame, if I end up using them. Those are from the digital, and then I think everything else here, all of the florals and little wordy bits, are all from the sticker set. So I have the red and sort of like a pink geometric, I have the stripe, and then I have the orange polka dot geometric and the blue polka dot. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to get my background stuck down, and then my first thought, and about the only thing I have so far for this layout, is I have these 3 photos, so I kind of want, I don't want to back my photos with the red. I kind of want to layer my photos up something like this, give or take. I think something like this. Get them set up here like this, and then cut this red so that it kind of encases the photos, but isn't matted. So that's as far as I've gotten. So I'm going to go do that, and then I might just randomly cut these papers, probably not this one. I might just randomly cut these papers into different sizes and use them to layer up and create some dimension or some layers on the background. So I'm going to go get this part done at least, and then we'll come back, speed up the video, and put this layout together. Okay, we are back, and I did go ahead and put my photos down, cut my mat, and then, like I said, I decided to just cut some random sizes of these 3 patterns. And so that's exactly what I did. So I layered up the stripe. I just did a little bit of that just because I wanted that multicolor element to be on the page to pull in all the colors that are in this particular collection. And then I separated the 2 sort of polka dot patterns at the top and bottom of the page. So they're not side by side. So I don't have polka dots on polka dots on polka dots. And I think the orange, I want to say, is like a 3" by 6.5. And then I want to say the blue polka dot is like a 2 by, maybe that's like the 8.5, I think, give or take. And then the stripe is just a 1". And so those are sort of the very simple cuts that I made to those papers and layered them all up. And once I had that in place, I am just taking all of the sticker ephemera that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and I am just going to make some simple clusters around the page. You see my first one up there at the top with my titles. I did decide to just go with the memories. I adore these pre-made titles with these like tile type letters. They are some of my favorites, and so I knew I was going to use that title. I thought I might add travel memories to this, but I decided to just go with memories. And so I'm basically going to have my title up there and then florals all around, and then the other label with florals and the vacation or off on vacation. And then I have a little journaling spot, the camera, and some other florals and little sticker pieces down at the bottom. I do apologize, when I glued everything down, I started to add my enamel dots, which I just matched to my floral colors. And I didn't realize that I had turned off my camera. So I turned it back on, and you saw me add the orange and the yellow. And that did it for this page. So these are the still photos, guys, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.